Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Trevor Brady!
Karaoke. My favorite weekly excursion with my girlfriend, Caitlin. We had been together for about 1.5 years at this point. And what are we going to go do? Sing some karaoke. But she tells me, hey, I'm inviting one of my old college friends. She's going to come join us. Well, awesome. People always join us. Let's go. On the way there, she gives me a warning. Just so you know, when Amy and I start drinking together, we tend to get a little crazy. Now, in my mind, I'm thinking crazy's like woo girl status. You're just going to be loud and obnoxious. I'm not going to tell her this, so I don't say anything and say, okay. So we get to the bar, meet Amy, hanging out, having a great time. And as we're all sitting there drinking, I find out I'm overhearing them say there's a cute guy at the bar. Amy thinks he's cute. Caitlin, I don't know. But Caitlin encourages, hey, you should go hit on him. So Caitlin and Amy go up to the bar to get more drinks. And they're right next to the guy. I'm sitting there enjoying my drink. And all of a sudden I notice they're making out. Not Amy and the guy, not Caitlin and the guy, but Caitlin and Amy are making out. Now, this is quite a departure from the sex life Caitlin and I have. Let's just say this conversation had never come up before as to, do you mind if I make out with other girls? In that moment, as the bouncer who knows us walks by, looks at them, looks at me, and gives me the most confused look on his face. And then I return the glance with I don't know. And which he then respectfully nods and keeps walking. I realize I could be okay with this. So they walk on back to the table with drinks in hand, just a little giggly. What the fuck was that? And they're just like nothing happened. Like, oh, that's how we go pick up boys. Now, while at this point in time I may not have been the most experienced in many ways, this seemed very foreign to me. But I just don't say anything. And just, okay, fine. This is something I just didn't know. And the night goes on, and that just hangs there. Just hangs there over our conversations. Unspoken, but yep, that happened. And we start talking about other things like kissing. And you see, I love this region right here. Right here. I love it getting kissed. The ear and the neck. Oh, I just love it. And apparently, because Caitlin decides to share this with the table, I wasn't that great when it came to kissing that region on her. Too aggressive, for the beard, a lot of scruff. And of course, she's blasting me in front of a stranger. But, this is part of our relationship because I had learned that Caitlin, during romantic situations, could be quickly turned off. So maybe we're in bed, naked, everything's romantic, and I'm kissing on her, and I get up to the neck, and she gets that rough scruff because I didn't shave that morning, and she just sits up. Nope, I'm done. Try again in an hour. So, okay, sure, maybe that's not my golden area. But as we talk about this, Caitlin says, hey, Trevor, show Amy. Show him how you do it. Okay. So that anxiety I had about, fucking up things in the bedroom, that just came up right then in that moment. Because my girlfriend just told me to kiss her friend. Right on the ear. Which is not generally how I first kiss someone. So I just nervously lean in and just kind of like with my lips, go for the earlobe, being overly thinking too much about that moment. And obviously, Amy says, yeah, that's not that great. Caitlin says, hey, Amy, you show him how it's done. Which I wasn't sure how to take that either, until I felt Amy kissing my ear and neck. That felt good. Because it was this weird mixture of high anxiety and high arousal coming together right here on my neck. In which I then conceded, yes, that is a lot better than the way I go about it. Note taken. That goes on, we keep drinking, and we hit that pinnacle point of we need to go. We've had too much to drink, night's done, we're still having fun hanging out, and my house is the closest. So let's just jump in our cars, let's go to my house, we'll hang out there. Great. So we get there, we get to my house, no big deal. Roommates are asleep, go back to my room, and at that point, I've hit my wall, I'm ready to go to sleep. They both seem kind of tired. And so they lie down on my bed, and I'm getting ready to go out to my couch to go sleep. And just as I'm about to leave my bedroom, they start kissing again. Right on my bed. And I'm there in the doorway, aroused. And I have no idea what I should be doing at that moment. And so I just stare. Until they both stop kissing, turn their heads, look at me, and smile and say, well, come on over. That was my reaction. Except I felt like a gawky teenager as I shut the door. You know that point in puberty where your body isn't your own anymore? That was me in that moment. Left leg is there, right leg's there. It's only a 5-foot walk maybe, and it felt like forever. But I approach the bed, I make it, and I kneel up on my bed, and turn to Caitlin, my girlfriend, whom I love, and start making out with her incredibly, passionately, with high anxiety and high arousal. A little voice in my ear saying, don't fuck this up. And then, I don't even know how it happened, I'm just turned towards Amy, and then that big voice is, should you be doing this right now? But I'm gonna do it. So I start making out with Amy. And at no point is that anxiety being confirmed because Caitlin has yet to stop the scene going, nope, we're done. So we keep going. And then we turn back to Caitlin. We both undress Caitlin. We take off her top, undo her lacy bra, take her pants off. We start kissing up her body as she giggles. It was just a wonderful moment. And then we turn to Amy. And we do the same thing. We are kissing on her. We undress her. I remember being behind her. And we get her top off. And we take off her bra. And this is like just foreign to me because I've been with Caitlin for over a year. And here I am kissing foreign flesh. But the bra comes off. And then I realize, that's a different bra. That's zebra print. Caitlin never wears zebra print. Caitlin always wears underwear that's like date night. This is zebra print. Why this mattered in that moment, but it was magnified. That mattered in that moment. And I quickly shut that part of me up and threw the bra away. And we kiss on Amy. And then the two ladies lay down, making out. I've moved myself by their legs. I'm just rubbing their legs. This is nice. Two girls making out, I'm just rubbing their legs. I don't know what else to do, but this is nice. But then I can't just do that. I mean, I am fully rock hard and full of anxiety. I can't just sit here and rub legs. So I venture my legs higher and a little higher. And as anxiety starts to choke me, I kind of move my thumb down and okay, well, there's Caitlin's click. I know that one well. And there's Amy's. Okay. I start massaging that gently. No one's yelled stop. Great. And thus, this means keep going. Which also means push it. So I go ahead and, watching vigilantly for any minor reaction that would say stop now, I go ahead and slip a finger inside of each one of them. So I'm massaging clit and trying to finger these two ladies, which I've never been in this situation before, but here I am. And I remember noticing how Caitlin is familiar inside and wet and just as tight as I know, and it's nice. I know she's aroused. This is familiar. I know it. But I'm inside of Amy, and I go, well, okay, it's different. She's wet, but not as wet. And it's not as tight. Doesn't mean she's not enjoying it. I don't know, but their moans indicate keep going, so I keep going. And I'm sitting there just feeling like the fucking boss, and until they both actually get off, and I'm like, fuck yeah. And I feel relaxed for a moment. I'm like, okay, that's awesome. And then they look up at me, and again, just like before, okay, it's your turn. Oh yeah, it's my turn. Sweet. So I position myself. I lay down in my bed. Caitlin straddles me. Amy slides in right next to me. She looks up to Caitlin and says, you take care of him down there, and I'll take care of him up here. Sweet. Okay, cool. So I turn to kiss Amy. And out of the corner of my eye, Caitlin sits up straight. Shit. There it is. I fucked up. I don't know how, but I fucked up. Maybe I didn't pay enough attention to her. I don't know. So I turn to look at Caitlin, ready to deal with this shit. But her face is pale. And her eyes have kind of rolled back a little bit. And to this point in my life, I had never dealt with somebody passing out before, much less passing out on me intimately. But there's Caitlin falling onto my chest. So panic kicks in. I flip her over. Caitlin, wake up. Caitlin, wake up. Okay, wake up. She's starting to come around. Amy says, we got to get her into the bathroom. So I pick her up, take her into the bathroom, put her in the tub. We put some cold water on her. Amy says, go get her some food. So I go into the kitchen. I start making toast with an erection. And I toast and I butter that shit. The toast. I butter the toast. I come back into the bathroom, plate in hand, I made you toast. And she looks at it and almost as a courtesy takes a bite. You could tell she's just too tired to deal with my shit. So I set the toast down in the bathroom and we dry off Caitlin. We take her into the bedroom, lay her down. And then I noticed Amy's getting dressed, which was the most horrible feeling I had because I'm still aroused. Amy's getting dressed, the night's over. Yes, my girlfriend just passed out. I feel very guilty for this feeling, but it's still there in my head. Oh shit, this night's over. So I walk Amy to the door, give her directions home. And at what point, how do I say goodbye? Do we shake hands? Do we hug? Do I kiss you? I don't know. We settle for the awkward hug, and she leaves. And so I come back into my room, and I see Caitlin there lying down, and I'm racking my brain. What could I have done different? Should I have proposed that I make out with my girlfriend instead of with this other girl? Should I have protested? Was that what was she expecting me to protest, and she was going to push it as far as she could? I don't know. But it took the next few years after that relationship ended for me to learn that night, with all that built-up anxiety of don't fuck this up, you're going to fuck this up. That's a lie. I didn't do anything wrong, most likely. Because I'm fine. I'm okay. And Caitlin, she's cool. She's totally fine. But when we were together, insecurities flared. And so I learned that in my next relationship, I'll be accepted for who I am no matter what.